Alright, hello everybody. In today's video I'm going to talk about my Scyphia multipunctata. I have two locations for these guys. These ones right here are the Lago de Camiquero location. Let's see, the male's got some spotting, but really heavy yellow back through his last half into his caudal. The female just has a little bit of a spot there at the base of her tail. Nice. Get in focus, man. But anyway, these guys, I'm trying to give them probably like a 60-40 herbivorous diet versus carnivorous. They do pick at a lot of things in here. Back there is an Nymphoides that I am piecing out. Like I said, I've put them in a bunch of places. This is the other Scyphia tank. This is the Tangancicuro location. These guys are a little bit smaller, but I do have some females that look to be pretty gravid, although they're not squared off yet, which is a normal indicator that with a lot of the live bears that they're ready to drop. There's 3 females in here that look like they are all pregnant, so that's really cool. But there's another one of the Nymphoides. This tank I'm letting go completely wild. I'm not even exactly sure what that plant is. If someone can tell me, I thought it was some type of hornwort, but the way that it grows and breaks off pieces, I've heard common names of guppy grass, but I've seen other people keep different types, so I'm not even really sure. But either way, I'm letting this tank go wild, and I really like the way it's filling up the space. So I feel like once these guys actually drop fry, they'll do pretty well in here. Although I most likely will pull at least one of them to drop in my fry tank. The males are just about to do a display at each other. I do let these fish pretty much just go on their own. I have a number of different food types that I like to feed. And beyond that, I don't do a whole lot of water changes in really any of my tanks. I try to go with a lot of plants. My photo period is probably between 8 and 9 hours per day, and sometimes I do blackouts if I think that my algae is getting a little bit out of control. But it's something to expect when you feed twice daily, which I try to give these guys a little bit of food in the morning and in the evening. But that female, I think she might also be gravid, but she doesn't have the same robustness that I'm seeing with the Tangancicuro females. She is a lot bigger though. You can see there's the 2 tanks right next to each other. The Lago de Camiquero is just a bit bigger, but these females are looking nice. So with Gadiids, they have most of them have about a 60-day gestational period before they drop, which is a little bit different than what you see with a lot of the Basilids, which is oftentimes right around a month, if not a little bit less. I don't know too many that take longer. The Gadiids, they don't do sperm storage or superfetation, which you see in a number of the Basilid species. These guys, they actually have to get pregnant every single time. In order to get pregnant every time, they actually have to be fertilized by a male. That's what I should say. But anyway, the Scyphia are probably what I would consider some of the most beautiful of all the Gadiids. This tank is still growing out. My plan over here is to actually let that wisteria just grow over the entire surface and then have the Nymphoides fill up another part of the space. I have some moss over here that's starting to throw out some legs. This is just a normal Java moss. And then more of that plant that I'm not exactly sure what it is. Like I said, I thought it was a little bit of hornwort, and I was putting it in to float, and I've actually been letting it take over a few of my tanks. my other wild tanks that I keep my Xiphophorus continens and my Eveline, they also have a whole bunch of this plant in there. And it's all growing from what probably is just like a couple little pieces. Those end florets that you see, that's all I had. They were in a bag of fish I got back in October. But I think it's a really cool plant. This Nymphoides, I actually just planted it within the last week. This one over here, it's been in here for a little bit, but it can't be older than a month and a half. It's gotten a few more leaves. It will grow a lot bigger. But anyway, just want to do a quick video on my Scyphia. These two locations, Tangancicro and the Lago de Camaquero. These guys are Cares species, meaning that they are at risk in the wild. The Lago de Camaquero is actually, this population's actually been extirpated, which means that if you went to that locale, you won't find these fish anymore, which I think is a shame. But doing my best to help build up numbers. Hopefully when these guys drop some fry, I'm able to save most of them and then share them with people. I want to give a shout out to a Facebook group that I'm a member of. It's the Freshwater Fish Preservation Aquarius team. We're working on building communication chains, people that have certain species of fish at risk or rare, really just trying to put people in contact with keepers that are very passionate about their fish. And one of the benefits of this is I'm hoping as I build up my numbers that I don't get relegated to a really small gene pool. Not a huge fan of genetic bottlenecking, although that is a very strong possibility when you have fish that are collected from a specific location that you're trying to maintain. But as I build up my numbers, and then I can reach out to other members of the club, of our team, and then hopefully we can swap and mix up some of the genetic diversity while still maintaining the integrity of that location. So that's something I'm really excited about. I've got a few different fish that I'm hoping to share with other members of the team. Specifically my Zoogeneticus tequila, Rio Teochitlan, and then also the Ateniobius tauri from Antiohidos. So anyway, I hope you guys really like this video. If you do, hit like and subscribe, and I'll be sure to put out more updates and everything. As soon as these guys drop fry, I'm going to be so pumped. I can't wait. But anyway, hope everyone has a good day.